What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Finally back to doing back-to-back recordings, and in today's video we're hearing some rumblings about the Pelicans potentially not having a good relationship with Zion and wanting to move him. So we're going to see what that looks like and probably build around Brandon Ingram, if I'm being honest. But usually these things are fluid, so let's get into it and see what we want to do. So another scenario, because Start Today doesn't have updated draft lottery, which is kind of annoying. But as I said, I think I plan on building around Brandon Ingram. So I'm thinking maybe we explore Zion for 2, send him to Charlotte with LaMelo, and then we take Scoot. So then it would be probably also moving CJ. I mean, his value's definitely dropped in real life, but in the game he's still an 85 overall, so we might be able to get something for him. And then have Scoot and Ingram as our main pieces. And Brandon Ingram's only 2 years older than Zion, and he's also a lot more available. So to me, that's probably one of the best skills you can have in the NBA. So I guess we have already gone this far, so we might as well just go right up to the NBA draft and see what we want to do. All right, and Vic goes first, as to be expected. So now if we go over to Charlotte, we asked for the number 2 overall pick. It has the same value as Zion. Now, I believe, given Zion is on his deal, we'd probably have to try and get back like a Gordon Hayward or something like that, but it is letting me do it without it, so it might just be that neither of our teams have that much on the contract. Now, I don't know where Zion's value is at. It's probably the lowest it's ever been, but is it more than the 2nd overall pick and Gordon Hayward? So could I ask maybe for a Mark Williams or something like that? Interesting. I am probably going to trade override just for the Zion trade because, again, I don't think 2K is going to recognize his value, and it is lower in real life, but it's still Zion. He is a possible All-NBA candidate as well as MVP candidate down the track if he can stay healthy. So I think I will come back to this one, but let me just see what the trade finder has. So there's nothing else really on the table that I'm interested in. I had a look at some mock drafts for Zion, and they all pretty much suck off ESPN, except for the one to the Hornets. Now, they only had Gordon Hayward and this pick in this draft, but I think in 2K, obviously Zion's going to stay healthy, so his value might be a little bit higher than that, and he's probably going to average 30 plus points a season. So I'm also going to get their lottery protected pick next year. They should make the playoffs, and we'll get Gordon Hayward. So they say no, but we will go ahead and override for that. And then once we get out of the draft, I will go ahead and turn that off. So we are going to be taking Scott Henderson. That bugs me so much, but we are definitely going to go ahead and make that selection. And we also get to keep our actual pick here as well, which is very nice. And Asur Thompson falls here. Now, we do have Brandon Ingram, but I feel like I'd be kind of silly not to take Asur Thompson, and I never really get him, and I would be comfortable playing him at the 2. So you know what? I'm going to take Asur Thompson too. So I like that draft a lot for us. Sim to the end here. Scoot is at an 82. Brandon Miller goes 3rd. Cam Whitmore. And we will definitely be keeping an eye on the Hornets and LaMelo with Zion. Okay, now Herb, yes. Trey, yes. Jose, sure, for 1.9. Najee Marshall, sure. Kira Lewis, sure. I've seen him develop pretty well in 2K, actually. Garrett Temple, no. EJ Liddell, probably not either. So we'll go ahead and let him walk. And I wouldn't mind bringing back Jackson Hayes. That kind of sucks that he's down to a 75. But if we can get him on a hometown discount, I would definitely be happy with that. So he only wants about 7 million. And I would give him 7 flat if he would accept that. So we'll go ahead and offer him that. He says, yes, that's awesome. We can renounce the rights on everybody else here. And you know what? I was going to shop CJ for a better starting center, a younger starting center than Val. But I think the best case, we'll keep him for the start of the season. He can mentor Scoot a little bit. We can even start him at the 2, get him to mentor him up a little bit. And then in the deadline, we might be able to move him. So that's the only other issue. He's dropped 3 already in this offseason, but at an 82, if he has a good season for us, I think he'll still have some value. Herb progresses, which is good. Hayward only goes down 1, which is nice, and then we get some progression out of these guys. So let's just see how we fare in the first probably half of the season, and then we'll see if we have to reevaluate. So CJ has gone back to playing the 2 like his Portland days. We're going to be starting Scoot. Everyone's a little bit upset, which is understandable. And then we have Ingram, Trey, Val, Herb Jones as our 6-man, Gordon Hayward, followed by Larry Nance, Dyson Daniels. And I decided to put Amen Thompson in that 10 spot out of all of these guys. Obviously, we have the most faith in him. And here's the first thing we want to do. You can see Scoot is definitely able to learn these badges. Quick first step. I'm surprised he doesn't have that already. It's kind of frustrating that he doesn't, but we'll go ahead and give him that. Unpluckable. Then we can go ahead and give him Agent 3, just so hopefully his 3-pointer progresses a little bit. So we'll see how we go starting off the season. We do have a very solid lineup here. Obviously, we want Dyson Daniels playing over Jackson Hayes. We are 3.5 star balance. So I'm going to start simming and I'll see how we start off, and then we can see if we want to sell CJ at the deadline. So I'll see you guys in 1 second. All right, we're at the deadline and we're 1 game under 500, still in the playoff mix. And surprisingly, the Hornets are bad. So if we go over to the NBA standings, we go over to the East, we go all the way down there, 22 and 33, but it's definitely not Zion's fault. He's been available and he's giving them about 30 and 8 a night on 70% from the field. LaMelo's been elite too. So it looks like, I mean, they're pretty good at every position really, except the small forward, and I guess Terry's a bit small, so that defense in the backcourt isn't great. And their bench isn't elite, but I think they can work it out. In any case, I think we are going to move CJ. So he has been good. So 18, about 4 and 4 on 46, 40, 80 splits. I was hoping to find a trade that made sense for a center, but there was really nothing that worked. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this one here. It's going to be for a first from the Heat and Kyle Lowry. So obviously they're getting the upgrade. We get an expiring in Lowry. He's still going to be able to mentor Scoot. He still has quite a few playmaking badges. So we'll go ahead and accept this. That also gives us the option to start Dyson, or I guess Herb Jones, either or. I'll probably keep Dyson as the 6th man. He's probably better suited to that. So we're looking better now. So we'll go ahead and just change Scoot over to Lowry. Obviously, the badge selection is going to be a little bit different. We can probably try to pivot to some defensive badges. He still has Unpluckable. Hyperdrive would also be nice to upgrade, so we can go ahead and do that. And then just one more trade, because neither of these two guys are playing for us, and I think they can go and contribute on a competing team. So I'm going to send them over to the Suns for Landry Shamet, who will decline his option in this coming off season, and we also get a 1st round pick there. We're going to keep going. Hopefully we can still make the playoffs without CJ, and we'll see what happens. Looks like Ingram will re-sign with us on a bargain of a deal, so I'll give him that. And then also we have some other guys here. I will give Gordon Hayward just a 1+1 with the team option, just because he's willing to take such little money. So I'll probably give him something like that. Go ahead and offer him that. In the 2nd year, it goes down to 3.5. He'll accept that. And then Larry Nance has 2 years left, but he only wants a minimum. So I guess we can go ahead and offer him that. So we finished 40 and 42. I don't think we made the play in. Luka wins MVP, averaging 34.5, 12 and 12. Because of course he does. We get Vic as Rookie of the Year, 19 and 11. Scoot probably wasn't far behind. He put up more points, 19, 3 and 6. Almost 50, 35, 83 splits. That's really good. The LaMelo makes all NBA 2nd team. He averaged 27, 7 and 11. And they don't get Zion on any all NBA teams, even though I think he averaged 30 plus. So good going there. 2K, we obviously get Scoot on all rookie 1st team. And we did actually make it as the 9 seed, so that's pretty exciting. Going against Wemby. So Vic versus Scoot. That's pretty exciting. So let's just go ahead before we do anything else, drop this to a 9-man. We saw Scoot's numbers. Brandon Ingram was also very good, 21 on 50, 40, 85 splits. Trey Murphy was pretty good. Val was solid too. It's annoying he doesn't want to re-sign. Hayward was actually pretty good in the minutes he played. Dyson Daniels was very good for us as well, and Asor fell out of the rotation there, but he finished pretty good, 21 per 36. The 3-pointer sucks, but I'm sure that'll come around. You can see their 10. They also brought in KP, so they just have the tallest power forward center duo in the league, and then they still have their other guys. So I am just going to sim this because obviously it's a playing game. We're not too fussed. We do actually win it there. We blow them out. Scoot 28. He gets the best of Vic. You love to see it. Now we're going against the Suns, who we did trade Jose to. They're starting David Noir, but let's just sim this game and we get eliminated. Cool. So no point wasting any time here in the 1st season. It is what it is. Let's see who wins it all. And we got Cavs versus Mavericks. Cavs win in 5. DG is finals MVP. Nice. So we have our own pick at 14 and a pick from the Bucks there at 5. So let's see if we get lucky with any of these. So we actually go up to 4 there and we stay at 14. So we have 4 and 14, not too bad. But we actually also have 16 and 17 here. I forgot about those trades we made. So we might see if we can keep 14, a lottery pick, and just give them 16 for Mitchell Robinson. So we're going to be making a trade with the Knicks. They get a couple more players here they can throw into the rotation for a bit of extra depth. And they're both on pretty friendly deals. So we'll see if they accept this, and they do. Cool. So now we don't have to bring back Val, and I do actually like Mitch Robb a lot. We're here with our 4th overall pick, and the perfect guy has fallen to us. We essentially get a replacement for our Zion trade, and the pick is going to be Xavier Booker. I think he's going to fit in perfectly. I did consider a couple others. Someone fell, Justin Edwards. He was supposed to go 1 in this mock at least, but I think I like the fit better for our guy there. Now, I wouldn't also mind getting a backup shooting guard, but I guess if Ron Holland is here, I'd be kind of crazy not to take him. And I wouldn't mind playing around with maybe moving him to a shooting guard, backup shooting guard. He has good perimeter defense, so we'll go ahead and take Ron Holland. Nice. We also have 17, which we don't particularly need, so I might go ahead and trade this for a future pick. And so we'll go ahead and do that with the Sixers. We also get a second round pick from them, so that is fine. So we can see Xavier Booker's at a 76, Marcus Buzelis, so we could have had Justin Edwards, who's a 79, but that's whatever. So we will go ahead and pick up these two. We also got MJ Rice in the second round and Skylar Clark, so they're both pretty good picks. Pick up those two and we'll let Shamet walk. So in going to re-sign Jackson Hayes, I realized it didn't let me do it last season because of course that glitch is still in the game. I was looking at Herb. He wants 20 mil a year and all he did for us was about 8 and 2. Obviously he's playing good defense, but 30% from 3, I really need him to be able to hit those as well. And we're just kind of set. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I changed some positions around 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think the only one I'm going to bring back is probably Jackson Hayes again to be our backup center on a team-friendly deal. But I will bring back Herb Jones on that $1.9 million if he wants to accept it. Otherwise, I'm not paying him that much. So we'll see if he gets a deal or not. And he does take it for 2.37. Beautiful. So I guess we'll keep him around for now. Scoot goes up to an 87 with the boost. I love to see that. Show me the badges though. That's what I need to see. Very nice. So 8 finishing, 5 shooting even. That's very good. 14 here. Did he get quick first step? He did. Beautiful. So I guess he learned something off CJ. He even got some defensive badges, I guess, off Lowry. So he is stacking up to be a very good player in this league. So of course, Xavier Booker has a stomach virus that he got in the off season, so he won't be with us for a couple days. But right now we have Scoot, Dyson, Ingram, Trey Murphy. I don't mind if Dyson becomes a starter over a Saw. And then we have Mitch at the 5. Herb Jones is our 6th man. Jackson Hayes, Ron Holland getting some minutes straight away. I like that. And then Asor Thompson. We also signed Gallo. For that 10-man spot, I do like running 10-mans in the regular season, so I think Gallo's probably not going to play that. We'll probably throw Skylar Clark. Obviously, he's upset, but dude, you're a 68. Again, I mean, he's got 8 badges, which is nice. He's actually got a gold badge too, which is kind of ridiculous, but he's not playing for me right away. That pretty much solidifies our rotation for the start of the season. Let's get it moving, and unless something crazy happens, I will probably see you guys at the deadline. System proficiency is still at 3.5 stars. Nothing is more than that, so we'll stay there. We have another injury already before I can even leave. Who is this to? Mitch Robinson. 2 games into his career as a Pelican gets injured, but that's, I guess, why we now have our guy there in Jackson Hayes, and then that also gives us a chance to put Skylar Clark back into the rotation. All right, so this team has been weird all season. We started off really strong. We got up to, I think, the 3 seed at one point, and now we're barely 2 games over 500. So we're here at the deadline. Now, I'm only making this move because these guys are upset. Herb Jones still is fed up from last offseason, so I'm throwing him in a trade along with MJ Rice, who's also upset, and Mitch, even though we just got him, he's heated for no real reason, and I don't really want that on my team. So if he doesn't want to be here, that's fine. He spent about half a season with us, and now we can go get the guy I wanted all along last offseason, and that is Bam. So I don't mind throwing in my unprotected first in 25. We also get Jovic, so we're going to go ahead and do that. It also thins out our roster a little bit so we can play more guys. We also needed a bit more defense and scoring. So now we can actually go ahead and play all the guys we want to play. Sky Clark has been really good too. You can see Ingram's injured at the moment. So that is going to be the only trade I make, and hopefully the only trade that needs to be made for a long time. So we do have Ingram on day-to-day. Middleton for Bam. No, I just got him. Clay for Hunter. Sure, they can do that. And let's say no. Again, this team just makes no sense. I feel like it's bipolar. We went on like a 10-game winning streak and then we lost a ton of games. We finish, I think, just with a 500 record. We'll be lucky to make the play, but at least we'll get Xavier Booker as Rookie of the Year. I think I have to fire our coach and get a new one because his ratings are not very good. Don't really get anybody on any All-NBA teams except for a couple on All-Rookie. So did we even make... We didn't even make the play-in tournament. So we somehow have a worse season than last season, which I just cannot understand. I'm actually kind of annoyed. So 11, yeah, we didn't have the tiebreaker. Whatever, man. Let's go ahead and just sim this playoffs. And it's the Cavs over the Lakers, the LeBron teams. We have the second best odds via Milwaukee and then via Charlotte there at 7. That's fine. We're starting to run into the problem of having too many people on the roster and too much talent. That probably makes sense. Our coach was replaced with a half-a-star coach, but I don't have the option to fire him or hire someone new, so I don't know what that's about. That might be a glitch because I don't even see it popping up. I guess with our 6th overall pick there, we'll just take best guy available. Got Isaiah Evans at a 74 overall. That's kind of disappointing, but it's fine. I'm more so worried about making sure we can actually get a better coach. Trey Murphy's a free agent. Trey Murphy we'll try to bring back, but I'm going to see if I can get him on less money. So we'll see. He's at 15 million. It keeps telling me to renounce the rights. That's really annoying. We'll offer Trey Murphy 3 years flat rate for 12 and he accepts that. Okay, so I think we're kind of just banking on progression because we're still pretty set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we're good. We're just going to go ahead and go to play progression and hopefully I can actually find a new coach somehow. We get Scoot up to a 90. Bam regresses for no real reason. Ingram stays at an 87. Dyson Daniels at an 85. So we are getting a bit of progression, which is nice. Might just have to try and get one more star player or superstar player. So let's go into this season and see what it brings for us. The first thing I'm going to be doing is trying to get a new coach. Right, and thankfully it looks like it was just a glitch. So Trent Peterson is the best guy here. I'm just going to go ahead and offer him a 3-year deal to be our head coach. We need a better assistant too because that guy sucks. And I'll see if we can go ahead and pick up our guy here. Sweet. So I think coaching might have been a big reason of why we were so bad. I do also want to strengthen stamina trainer. I don't know why it's just auto put in terrible positions here. That's really annoying. We get a new team doctor as well. Cool. Maybe that's why we had so many injuries. All right, much better. Now we are at a 4-star balanced and we have an actual competent coach. I'm going to run an 11-man just for the start of the season here so we can get Isaiah some burn. And then Skylar Clark has just been great value. 2nd overall pick. Number 19 in the 2nd round, so he's going to be the first guy up in case of injury. So we will see how we start off the season. Let's just see this first game. Please be a win, and of course it's a loss, because why wouldn't it be? Game 2 against Vic, can we beat him at least? No. All right, so I'm going to see how this starts, and if it's not great, then I might have to make some more moves, but fingers crossed I don't. I'll see you guys in a sec. We suck, which is very annoying. So I was going to make a trade for a new starter, but I think our starters are solid. I'm going to do this. This might be a little crazy, but we get a super 6-man in Kuminga, and we need some bench scoring. He's averaging 25. All of our bench players are pretty much averaging single-digit points. So maybe we just need to thin out the rotation. We get Anthony Black too, which I guess, I mean, we don't have to play him. But let's see how that looks now. They actually want to start Kuminga at the 4. I think I'll keep starting Booker and we'll make him a 6-man. I might even make him a small forward just because he is only, 6'7", and he goes up to an 87. So now we have hopefully a contender for 6-man of the year. So we can do something like this. And as you see, we've started off 7 and 15. I have no idea what's going on. This rebuild has just been out of control. Sure, we can approve that. Can we please beat the Kings? And we do. All right, I'm going to keep it moving and see if that makes a difference. Hopefully it was our bench scoring. Who knows? So I'm just fed up. We literally go about 5 games under 500. We go to 500, and then we go under again. Apparently it's our defense. We're scoring. I checked the stats. So I'm going to see Toronto's rebuilding. Would they give up Scotty Barnes? And they did it for the 1st round pick. We'll take that. This rebuild is no longer any form of realism. I don't care. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Have Kuminga play our 3. We still have an injury. 2, you can see 3 people, including Bam, despite the fact that we upgraded our trainers. So I think this rebuild might just be cursed because I'm seeing a ton of weird stuff as well in other player stats. I've traded all my depth for Scotty Barnes. Hopefully this is enough to get us over the hump and we can play Scoot Henderson 40 minutes. So let's see the first game. We made a lot of trades. Can we beat the Magic? If we don't, this is going to be a real spit in the face. Josh Giddey for Scotty Barnes. No, thank you. We win. Okay, 29. Where is Scotty Barnes in his debut? 20 and 8. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to keep going to the deadline and hopefully we can be better. All right, we're at the deadline and we're better. 4 games over 500 at least. And I know I said I wanted to keep Ingram, but I think he's just not a real 2K player. They don't like him and it just wasn't resulting in wins. But we are looking good now. I did realize Xavier Booker's out like 6 months and then Anthony Black tore his Achilles, so he's out for the season. But I managed to get DFS out of free agency, so we picked up him and Tim Hardaway Jr., so just the Dallas boys. But we're looking better now. So we have Scoot averaging 28, Dyson averaging 18, Kuminga with 22, Scotty with 23. We've really improved our defense. Bam's there. Ron Holland off the bench. See what I mean? Like, he's our sixth man. He's playing 30 minutes a night and he's only scoring 6 points. I have a shot tendency at around an 85. All right, this is how stupid 2K is. This is 100% rigged. You can see top right, torn left Achilles, 4 to 6 weeks, Xavier Booker. So we have the exact same injury to Anthony Black. He's out for the season. I guess Xavier Booker's just Superman. I don't know. 2K is a bad game, so I'm going to keep simming. I think we should be better than what we have been so far. And it sucks. We can just make this into a fantasy style rebuild, I guess. But the game just doesn't make sense sometimes. So I will see you guys in a minute. We lose, but we beat them there. I'll be back. All right, after all that, we finished with 49 wins. Melo gets MVP, so that's pretty cool. Guess that worked out for them since he's averaging 15 assists, probably just all lobs to Zion. Get Scotty Barnes on all NBA third team, so that's pretty cool. As I said, it sucks. I wanted to keep Ingram, but I guess he's just not a 2K sort of guy. They like some players and they don't like other players. Drop this down to a 9-man. Scoot with 26 and 10 on 50, 40, 87. 18 and 7 and 7 for Dyson. Kuminga with 21. He's been a starter for a fair chunk of the season. 22 for Scotty. 16 for Bam. Xavier Booker's now on the bench. 14, but I think I will put him back in the starting spot. 6 points. As I said, I don't know. His shot tendency's at a 90, I think, so I don't know why he's only taking 6 shots. But he's shooting very efficiently, Ron Holland, which is nice. And then we got the Dallas boys, who have just been solid. So I think we still want to do this for defensive purposes and then have Kuminga as our bench leader. But he can definitely play more minutes. First round, simulate the play, and going against Memphis, we really turned it around, I'm not going to lie. Feels like it's taken forever just to make the playoffs. So we have Scoop versus Jar. That's pretty exciting. Bame versus Daniels. We're better at small forward. They're better at power forward. We're better at center. So this could definitely go either way. Let's see. Game 1, we do win. All right. Xavier Booker, I started him and he gives me 24 and 17. Wow. Okay. Game 2, they win. Because of course they do. Charm around with 37. Can we go up 2-1? Of course not. This team might just be cursed. 31 for Scotty Barnes. They go up 3-1. Let's just let 2K run whatever lineup they want. And we do win a game. Okay, Scoot with 27. Jal 27. Can we maybe force a game 7? No, because of course we lose in round 1. All right, whatever. Let's just see what happens. Hopefully we can get Scoot up to around a 95 overall in the next season. The Cavs win in 5 and Darius Garland is finals MVP. LeBron retires for real this time. Okay, I'm at a point where I kind of feel like this is just rigged on the 2K algo. Like, it's decided that the team in this sim is not going to win unless it's completely out of control. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Just going to have fun with it. We're just taking all of Toronto's players, but they're hitting a rebuild, I guess. So we're going to give them 7 our first next year and a second with Jackson Hayes for Siakam and Pirtle, just for stupid depth. I want to prove something to myself to see if this is actually the case. We do still have 9 and we need a backup shooting guard. So we'll take this guy here. I'm not going to say his first name for obvious reasons. We have to re-sign Bam. I'm hoping I don't go over the hard cap. All right, nice. Dyson Daniels, is it going to let me sign him as well? It does. All right, so I don't really understand what's going on there. So our roster for next year is Scoot, Anthony Black, Dyson Daniels, this rookie, Kuminga, Ron Holland, Scotty Barnes, Siakam, and Xavier Booker with Pirtle and Bam. That's pretty crazy. We still somehow have 11 million. So I do have salary cap turned on. I don't completely understand what's happening. Maybe it's just at a point where it's so inflated, I don't know. But I think I might as well sign somebody else to be a backup too, just in case that rookie's not ready to play and we can get a bit more depth. And I'd offer Marcus Smart a 2-year deal with a player option on it. Does he like that? He does. Okay, cool. So we get Marcus Smart. Why not? All right, let's see what player progression has in store for us. I mean, I guess we do still have a ton of guys on rookie deals, so maybe it makes sense. I might be in for a rude shock when I have to pay them. But Scoot's up to a 93, Scotty's a 90, Kuminga's an 87, 87, 86, 86. Xavier Booker goes up to an 83, Marcus Smart goes down 1. So same starting 5 with 6-man Siakam. Actually, they want to start Kuminga. Go ahead and do something like that. So Siakam and Scotty Barnes starting again together on the same team. That's kind of funny. And the rest of these guys are fine too. All right, man, I'm just going to go for it. I'll see you guys in a sec. Hopefully we can be a top seed and actually get out of the first round. Finally get excited about winning 57 games. And of course the Hawks won 69. Nice. Melo, All-NBA first team now. At least we are the 1 seed in the West. We finally got Scotty back. He's been injured for pretty much most of the season. Let's have a quick look. Scoot with 25 and about 10. Almost 11. Dyson with 17, 7 and 6. Gotti with 17, 6 and 4. Pascal with 18. 14 for Bam, 11 for Kuminga, 7. So I think I kind of know what the issue is. We have just so many mouths to feed that no one person can really score heaps. You can see Anthony Black didn't even really play for us. But at the same time, I have bench guys, even 6-man, that are scoring like 3 to 9 points. I really don't know what's going on. I think this save might be glitched, or this scenario might be glitched. So we can see here, Anthony Edwards and Cat. We should sweep this team. There's no question. So let's just see what happens. I feel like we're going to lose. We actually win in 5. Nice. Round 2 going against OKC. We finally make it out of the first round. Shea versus Scoot. They're almost the same overall. Same with Giddy and Daniels. We're better at the 3. We're better at the 4. We're slightly worse at the 5. I'm going to hope our bench is better and we sweep them. Okay. Going against Houston, at least we made the conference finals. And another team we should sweep. It's pretty much just Jabari and sort of Şengün, but let's see. And we win in 7. I thought we were going to lose. Scoot averages 35 and 15. Holy crap. We're going against the 69 win Hawks. Nice. But there you can see, they're just Trey, DeJounte. That's their normal roster. So, I mean, obviously continuity, we know in this 2K matters a lot. But at the same time, come on, man. We're so much better than this team. Game 1, of course, we lose. Can we tie it up? Nope. We're probably going to get swept by this team. 2K is just such a bad game, bro. It genuinely is at times. We can try an 8-man, play Scoot 40 minutes. We go down 3-0, and okay, we win 1 game. Dyson Daniels with 30. Can we make it 3-2? We lose in 5. I hate you, 2K. The Hawks are not that good. Let me see. So it's their normal starting 5 with Jalen Duran. They have Barris Bagayoko, Isaiah Joe. Yeah, we are infinitely better than that team, bro. That is disgusting. Look at this. Hate this game sometimes, bro. All right, one more season. All right, unfortunately, we lost Kuminga to the Wolves in free agency, but by 2K logic, that's probably going to make us better. So I'm just going to go for it, man. I'll see you guys in a minute. And I think we did it, lads. We might have broken the curse. I'm going to knock on wood because the game sucks, especially in the playoffs. But we won 68 games. It might be our turn. Scoot finally gets MVP, averaging 27 and 12. Ton of stuff happening this season. He's now the highest rated player in the league at a 98 overall. We also had Xavier Booker take a massive jump. He's up to a 90. I didn't even realize. He was top 5 in DPOY and most improved. They were both all-stars too, which is nice. And see, we get coach of the year. Nice. All-NBA first team. We did have LaMelo as the best player in the league for a while, and I think Zion unlocked that because he's getting, 12 to 15 assists just from throwing him lobs, and we get Xavier Booker on All-NBA first team. It was the right choice. The Zion replacement, I'm glad I didn't throw him into a trade and I was patient with him. 20 and 12. This is definitely a fantasy rebuild, so just to make that clear, it's become that anyway. So now we have those 2 guys, which is awesome. We also get Xavier Booker on all defensive first team. Awesome. So we lost an 88 overall Kuminga and we got better. 2K makes a ton of sense. I mean, I guess I sort of get it because now these guys can score more. It's been all the starters. 27 and 12 on almost 50, 40, 90 splits is insane. 15, 6, and 7. Shout out to Dyson, man. He's just been solid this whole time. Same with Scotty. Since we got him, Xavier Booker took that massive jump. You can see he's playing like an 89. Bam's been solid too. Pascal, 6-man of the year material. Same with Ron Holland. Anthony Black's been good. Marcus Smart, we just picked him up out of free agency. And this guy, he really played for the first time for me because we had an injury to Pirtle. But now Pirtle's back, so we're going to go ahead and drop this down to a 9-man. There you can see sort of everyone's stats side by side. Then there's us. We were the best team in the league. We had the 3rd best offense and the best defense. So that's a hell of a change from the first few seasons. 15-point differential is crazy. So I'm just glad, hopefully, I can break the 2K curse of when it decides you're not going to win. And Scoot has ended up being a better player in this sim than Vic. That is crazy. So again, a team we should sweep. But of course, we lose game 1 and we go to 7. All right, 2K, fantastic. Almost gave me a heart attack. Trae Young in LA with Shea. And AD still there. I definitely wouldn't mind that in the next few seasons. And this series is going to be a little bit tougher as we lose game 1 again. Can we please tie it up? We do. All right. Xavier Booker with 38 and 21. Shea also has 38. Can we go up 2-1? We do. All right. Nice. Shea with 34. 30 for Daniels. Can we go up 3-1? We do. Okay. Trae Young with 41. And we don't blow these, correct? Nice. We win in 5. To go against OKC here. And Scoot has 44 and 11 in the closeout. Trey had 47. And then the 2 darling childs of the East over there. You can see Cleveland and Atlanta. Looks like Zion on LaMelo lost him round 2, which sucks. LaMelo, he's just been a monster this whole video, 27 and 15. Zion's been good too. I mean, it's been up and down in his scoring. He started at around 30 and he's dropped a little. He's down to a 90 already. So if Shea's not an OKC, who do they have? Right, so they kept Giddy instead, or maybe they lost Shea. Robert Dillingham, that makes sense. Chet's up to a 91. Again, we're better than this team, but you just never know. We haven't won a single game one this whole playoff run. We go down 2-0. We go down 3-0. Oh, we're going to get swept. I hate this game. I freaking... Oh, man. Whatever. Let's just see. And the Cavs win in 6. So, I mean, you can't win them all. Let me just show you the roster we lost with, by the way. So, Scoot, 97, 90, 89, 88, 88, 88, 82, 81, 81, 80, 80, 78. Pretty much everyone was playable there, probably except Edmund Sumner. Then if we go to their roster, 85, 90, 91. So they have a nice big three. I mean, they have an 85 6-man, but outside of that, I think we were definitely the favorites. So that's all I can take, man. So I decided to do one more season just for my own sanity, and this is insane. Scoot won MVP, went back-to-back, obviously. 28 and 12, he's 50, 40, 90 now, but also look at this. We got Xavier Booker Depoy. I managed to re-sign both. I had to trade Siakam for Desmond Bane to make the money work, but we went 65 and 17, so not as good of a record, but just in case we win a championship this season, I want to get this as well. Also forgot to mention, last season we started off 20 and 0. This season we started off 20 and 2. So this game just sucks, man. Xavier Booker's all NBA second team. Scoot was first, obviously. It's all defensive first team. I also traded Bam for Walker Kessler. I figured just a bit more size, better rebounding, and he doesn't have to shoot as much. And Bam only had 1 year left on his deal. Not that it matters. And it finally freaking happened. We won a championship. Scoot Henderson is finals MVP. 30 and 15, 50, 43 splits. It felt wrong leaving it without a championship with a team this good. So you can see we went to 6-5, swept them 5. That's how I feel like this team should have been performing pretty much from year 3, 2 or 3. Because keeping in mind, we are in 2029 now, which is crazy. There it is. They can't take it away from him. Also, the Cavs won 4 in 5 years. This game's horrendous sometimes. So hilariously, the game crashed. And I'm really starting to believe this entire video was cursed. But we redid it, and Xavier Booker wins your finals MVP this time. And I just couldn't believe that because it just sums up this entire video. In any case, I'll send you guys to the outro in a sec. I just want to see what the distribution looked like this playoffs, at least in the finals. Let's see why Scoot didn't get it. I mean, 23, 11, 29, and 10. 2 steals, 11 assists. You can argue that. That's probably a snub for Scoot. But hey, we got, I guess, 1 for Scoot and 1 for Xavier Booker in alternate universes. Yeah, 2K just needs to be better, man. This entire video was insane. Stressed me out so much. On to the outro now. I'll see you guys later. Regardless, hopefully you guys did enjoy. This was just a bit of fun. It became sort of a, I guess, a fantasy rebuild, definitely. So we'll see what the Pels actually do. I mean, only trade Zion if you have to. I feel like it probably makes more sense to keep trying with him. But in any case, hopefully you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day and peace out.